What's up, everybody? It's the D to the L to the N, the deal in sports. This the cash line. Just wanted to jump on here with y'all, man. Chop this quick 5 game slate up tonight. Uh, Shout out to the YouTube world. Shout out to the Twitter world, the cash line world. And just wanted to chop this slate up real quick before things get hot tonight. Um, y'all check out what Boogie did now. I mean, everybody know Boogie had 103 fantasy points last night. You know what I mean? That's one of the big ones. But check out what this boy did, man. He the real deal. He the real deal.
Count for Chicago, 4 turnovers for Chicago and none for the Pelicans. So that's how you take care of the basketball.
Dominated the whole game. Dominated the whole game.
You got Anwala. 6 on the shot clock. They're not going to double.
What Shaq called that? That's that barbecue chicken right there.
Nice job. And this is where, like, we started isolating, like Kobe and Chris. It's hard to double team and a lot of them see that coming.
And with the assist game, not just points, assists, rebounds, blocks, the whole nine.
On the dribble handoff.
Yeah, he ran the full gamut last night. Feeding the other big boy. You needed Boogie last night on your line. You needed Boogie on your line last night, that's for sure. Back to him again. See, it wasn't just all points, y'all. Up. Running the point.
They've been running this for a while now, and have great chemistry, great timing, great understanding.
I ain't gonna show it all, but I just want y'all to, I'm pretty sure y'all already know. Just wanted y'all to see how Boogie was getting down last night. But like I say, man, we're going to chop this 5 game slate up real quick and try to get this money. And I wish everybody in the DFS community luck tonight and things like that. So starting this thing out, man, we're going to go starting out with Sacramento at Orlando. It's projected for 212.5 points. Orlando's favored by 6.5. I think this gonna be. I think this gonna be a good one. There's some fantasy value here, but I'm just keeping it real as far as my part go. I ain't gonna be too deep in this game. Now you got Darian Fox at 5.2. He's definitely in a smash spot, but it almost goes both ways. It almost goes both ways because it's the same thing that you're saying about him. You can say the same thing about Elfrid Payton. You know what I mean, and things like that, and Fournier and Simmons and Gordon and Biyombo. You can attack Sacramento pretty much anywhere. And same thing with Orlando. You know what I mean? This is one of them few matchups where you got to pick your spot. Now, Zach Randolph is only at 4.8. He ain't been playing that good. I played him that night when he went back to Memphis, thinking he was getting ready to drop me a 50 bomb, and it didn't work out like that. So you can weed through this and pick through you want. You got Peyton at 6.9, Fournier at 6.1, Gordon at 8.1. Gordon he's in a smash spot too. I'm reluctant to play that price on him because I'm pretty much going to other places tonight. But there's some value in here, man. Especially like I say with that Fox and Peyton. Then down low you got I think they saying it looked like Hill and Kufis might be the rest players tonight. You know, Sacramento like to rest 2 of their veterans every night, so it could be Hill and Kufis tonight. Last night I think it was Randolph and somebody else that rested, but. We'll have to check. We'll check back. Like you say, we got to stay on the news with that. But right now, it looked like it's going to be Randolph and I mean Hill and Kufis who probably going to rest tonight. But that ain't for sure. You got to stay tuned to the news for that. Now that second game we're going to. This is one of them bangers. This is Cleveland at Spurs. Cleveland's favored by 2.5. It's a 211, 211 and a half point spread. You got Isaiah Thomas at 6K. You got J.R. Smith at 3.6. James at 10.8. LeBron under 11K. LeBron under 11K. Now, I know how my guys, just like my guys in the cash line, they get on me because I'm from Cleveland. I mean, I'm from Ohio, and I'm a Cleveland fan. And they get on me about picking LeBron too much. So I'm going to let y'all do that. But I'm going to just say it this way. He under 11K. I'm gonna say it that way. You got Crowder at 3.9. You got Love at 7.4. You know, they had that players only meeting. It seemed like they went off on Love. I don't really agree with it. I feel like they're making him the scapegoat. I think it's a little bit of everybody's fault as far as Tyronn, Lou, LeBron, all the way down the line. You know what I mean? Because my Cavs is looking bad. You got Shumpert, who's a game time decision. You got Dwayne Wade coming off of that bench, for the cheat. On the other side, now you got to remember, last couple times Spurs players they done whooped on us, man, and we wasn't even looking this bad when they whooped on us. So they could whoop on us tonight. It's a national TV game, and y'all know how I feel about national TV games. It could be a banger. The stars is coming out. We all know Kawhi Leonard is out, but on the Spurs side of the ball, this is where some of that value at, y'all. Ginobili's out. Rudy Gay's out. We know Kawhi Leonard's out. Paul Gasol's out. So you got that Laverne down there at I believe it's at 3.3. Loving that. Loving that. You got Bertrand's gonna be coming off the bench. Y'all know what he gonna do. He's dirt cheap. Forbes may start, but right now it looked like they handed the keys over to DeJounte Murray for Tony Parker. Parker might play, but they say if he do play, he might come off the bench. But you know Popovich, he'll change things up in a minute. You got Danny Green at 4.6. One thing you know, you can attack the Cavs pretty much anywhere. It used to be the shooting guard and point guard position, but right now you can attack the Cavs almost anywhere. Please believe me, I watch it every night, and you can attack the Cavs. You got Anderson at 5.6. You got Aldridge at 8.7. Now that's an expensive price, and he ain't got that great of a history against the Cavs, but I think Aldridge goes off tonight. Without Kawhi Leonard, I think always goes off tonight. I really do. With the way we've been playing and the way our defensive scheme has been looking, I could see him going off. So out of that first game, only people I really got circled, they got the big circle is Darion Fox, but there's a lot of value there. Just cause I ain't saying it, there's a lot of value there, man. And like I say, I always tell my guys, man, if you like something, play that. If you like it, play it, man. If you like it, play it. Don't let nobody talk you off your plays if you really like somebody. Now the next game we're going to is the Brooklyn Nets at OKC, projected for 212 points. OKC is favored by 10, and I can see this being. I can see this being. Brooklyn runs that fast pace. You can attack Brooklyn just about all from top to bottom. You know what I mean? They're one of them teams you can attack. OKC is a good defensive team, even though they don't look as good as they do until they played the Cavs when they put up 148 on us. But they don't look all that great. You got Westbrook at 11.8. Now the decision of the night. The decision of the night, y'all, is gonna be is gonna be if you going Westbrook or LeBron. That's the decision of the night. Or if you going Westbrook and LeBron. Because there's a lot of value up there. It can be done. You know what I mean? The smarter way would be probably to either go LeBron or Westbrook, ride your horse and live or die with it. But they can be put together. You know what I mean? Like I said, I put up 342 last night with Davis and Cousins. But that wasn't nothing last night because the cash line was so high. People was hitting 400 last night. People was hitting 400 getting to that money. I'm talking about DraftKings. Now on FanDuel, it ain't too absurd to hit 400 on a good night. But on DraftKings, you don't usually hit 400. You don't usually hit 400. And people was hitting 400. When Boogie hit that 100, put that 100 fantasy points up, it changed the game. It changed the game. It changed the slate. I still profited and had somewhat of a decent night. But usually 342, you're taking something down. You know what I mean? But that's DFS, y'all. And like I say, if it's people being ruled out or hurt or leave the game or you get popped or whatever it is, that's why you practice bankroll management, because you gotta learn, you gotta be able to eat some of that. When it happened to you, you gotta be able to eat it, because there's sometimes you're gonna be on the good side of it, sometimes you're gonna be on the bad side of it. So and that's just what it is. You gotta live with it. You got Roberson at 4.4K. You got Paul George at 7.6, which is a cheap price, especially going up against these Nets. You got Carmelo Anthony at 6.6, probably going up against the best Nets defender in Hollis Jefferson. But Carmelo been picking his game up a little bit. He been picking his game up a little bit. Now my favorite play out of this game, besides obvious Russell Westbrook, is going to be Sam Adams. He is in a smash spot. He is going to kill Tyler Zeller down there. Please believe it. He's going to kill him at 6.8, and he's going gonna kill him. Now on the net side of the ball, you can always mess with your Crabs and Carrolls, and Whittle's been playing a little better. He's on the road. He plays better at home. You got Levert coming off that bench. He smashed OKC last time, but that was a different OKC team and a different look and things like that. So that's something you got to decide on. I'm not messing with none of that in the Nets. You know what I mean? I'm trying to shorten my player pool, shorten my core, and live or die with it. So if your core go, you go. If your core don't go, you don't go. You know what I mean? But that's about having that core, man. Somebody you believe in, and these is the plays I believe in. You and you live or die with it. You know what I mean? So on that OKC side of the ball with the circles is going to be Westbrook and Sam Adams, and I'm not really messing with the Nets. And like I said, up there on that Spurs team, man, I got them all circled. Anybody's in play. If they fall in the right part, what I'm trying to do, you got DeJounte Murray, Danny Green, Anderson, Aldridge, Laverne, and Bertrand they locks for me. I'm locking them in. I'm locking and loading at that price, starting against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Please believe it. Now the next game we're going to is going to be New York at Golden State. This is projected for 224 points, but you do not know how that 224 points is going to shake out because Porzingis is out. O'Quinn is out. So Golden State could blow their doors off. They favored by 16 and a half. That's unusual. That's unusual. You know, they favored by 16 and a half. So this is screaming blowout. And like you say, like we said, you can't predict blowouts in this thing. But if there's ever a time to predict one, this is it. Now, if you go with them New York boys with Hardaway and Beasley and Canner and people like that, and the game don't blow out, you gold. You gold. But I can see this one getting nasty. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of it, but I can see this being an actual blowout. And if it ain't a blowout, it just ain't. But like I say, you can't call it. But this looks like a blowout with Porzingis out against Curry and them, and they pretty much fully loaded. Iguodala's playing, and the only person out is Jordan Bell. I can see this game blowing out. But like I say, you never know. And like I say, dare to be different, man. Dare to be different. Say, I don't believe in that blowout, and I'm playing all the Knicks. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do, I'm picking Hardaway and Beasley and Canner because with Porzingis out, I think they're gonna go and live or die with it. You know what I mean? Dare to be different. That's how you take a tournament down. Last game we're going to talk about is Boston at LA. It's projected for 208. We know Lonzo Ball is out. You got Tyler Ennis down there. Pope is game time decision. He's moved up to probable. Ingram's pretty much positive probable. You got Kuzma and Randall. Nance coming off the bench. Carrasco coming off the bench. Carrasco been playing good. You got Hart coming off the bench. On the Boston side of the ball, you got Kyrie Irving, but he had 8.9. That's a lot to pay for him. He just went off though. He just went off, but that ain't been his kilo this year. He ain't been going off like that because he got a team. He got a team and he can spread it around, so he ain't got to do that. But he did go off last game, and you got to keep mind of that. You got Jaylen Brown at 6.2. You got Tatum at 5.7. You got Morris at 5.0. Horford is 7.3, and you got Baines and Theus and Rozier and those type players coming off the bench. So that's going to be your hammer game. You know what I mean? And like I say, the highest projected game is that New York Golden State game, but you never know where them points gonna go. It could be a close game down to the wire, or Golden State could blow their doors off. And this is one of them games that it really could happen. So like I said, man, I just wanted to jump on here and chop it up with y'all. And like I say, good luck to everybody, and especially my cash line dudes, man. I appreciate y'all and all that. And y'all know what it is. Cash line, baby. Let's get to this money.